Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Tamil Movies. I'm Ramya,
I'm Aswint.
and today we're going to talk about Vijay Sethupathi.
Vijay Sethupathi is also known as Makal Selvan, and he's gone to win 2 Filmfare Awards and 3 Vijay Awards. And he started off as a background artist in movies such as Pudupattai, and now he's gone on to act as the main character in movies. So today we're going to talk about some of our favorite Vijay Sethupathi movies.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about movies that we liked
Yeah.
and that we thought were some good stuff he put out. All right, so he started his film career in early 2006?
Yep. He did do 3 unaccredited roles, but then the main background role he did was the Pudupattai one.
He was in Pudupetta, he was in M. Sana Mahalakshmi.
Yep. Okay, so his first movie recognition was for Sundara Pandian, and he got Best Villain for that award as well.
Mhm.
And then he went on to do Pizza, which was by Karthik Subaraj, and one of my favorite movies that he did. I think he did his role well in this movie. So how he acts when he's scared, when he's in the haunted house and stuff, and he has to just run up and down the house and
Yeah.
act scared. I think he did that well.
The movie was super story driven that you couldn't actually appreciate what Vijay Sethupathi was doing. I think for that film, it was a really good film to start off with, in my opinion. The movie got major attention. It did
Yeah.
really good, right? It won a couple of awards, I think, the movie itself.
The next movie in the list is Sethupathi, and it came out in 2016. And I think this one made him seem like a commercial hero. They kind of made him look cool, like how he's a police officer and he does what he needs to do and he doesn't care about what other people say and stuff.
Right, so he went from, usually his roles are very, the funny guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And this was kind of, much more serious and a restricted character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it's a very typical cop movie. The
Yeah.
only reason that, in my opinion, I liked it was because of the twist. And it happened in a millisecond, basically.
Yeah.
And that changed the entire movie. So that's why I thought this movie is worth the watch, just because you start off the movie thinking, oh, it's going to be like a typical Tamil
Yeah,
cop movie.
true, that's
But it's
true.
actually not. It's a very small cast as well. It had just Vijay Sethupathi and Ramya Ambise.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a different way to see him. He showed he's capable of doing this as well.
Yeah.
So the next one, all right. So Vikram Vedha, this was huge film for his career, huge film for the box office itself. 2017 film. The directors were Pushpakkar and Gayatri. I think they're a husband-wife combo.
Yeah.
They put out a couple movies, right?
They've done like different genres. They did this one called Quartet Cutting. And
Orumbo,
yeah.
the auto one. Oh man. So this was something a bit more darker film for them. It's first dark film, or
Yeah.
would you say they're all kind of dark films? They've only put out 3 or 4.
Yeah, the other two were more comedy, while this one is more serious than. This is serious, actually.
Everything that Vijay Sethupathi did, the way he talked was funny.
Okay,
The things
yeah,
he
yeah.
did was not funny. It was very
Yeah, that's true.
serious. So yeah, I guess I agree with that. What else is there about this film? So the cast was made up of basically 2 huge guys. It was Madhavan and Vijay Sethupathi. There was also other characters like Kadir and Varalakshmi, Sarath Kumar, and Shraddha Srinath. She's the girl that acted in the pink Tamil version.
Yeah.
So this movie was incredible in so many ways. I remember watching an interview and Vijay Sethupathi talking about how he wanted to do this film, and he said that in one of the scenes, he ends in the last scene when him and Madhavan are together, they're walking, and to show that he's a rowdy or something, he's I'm gonna act like I'm gonna trip and then walk, and it's such a small scene, and to me that was he's kind of thinking about everything that's in the film just to make it look like it's funny or good. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
these type of things, when you're watching the film, you probably would have never noticed, but it was kind of to show that, he's Madhavan's a cop and he's doing the right thing, but then he's also a rowdy who's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
The music was very confusing. I thought it was Santosh Narayan for a long time. It was not. It was actually Sam CS.
And then one thing I liked about this movie is usually if you have like a cop movie, you would usually dislike the villain. But in this movie, you
Yeah.
kind of like the villain, sometimes equally or even more.
And this movie wasn't like, oh, very dragged out or anything. They got to the point within like the first 20 minutes when
Yeah.
I didn't think we'll see Vijay Sethupathi in the first 20 minutes of
Yeah.
this movie. And it came and it was just like, okay, so this is going to be a really good film. Vijay Sethupathi got a lot of recognition for this movie. Easily one of the best films in 2017.
He did get Filmfare Award for Best Actor. Would you say
Okay.
that? Yeah. And then I think the movie did get awards too.
Okay. So Chekka Chivandavanam is a 2017 Mani Ratnam film. It wasn't the typical Mani Ratnam romantic movies. It was a very his old action films. It has three brothers fighting for basically the throne, and Vijay Sethupathi as being an outsider. So the cast is made up of Vijay Sethupathi, Aravind Sami, Arun Vijay, Simbu, Jyotika, Aishwarya Rajesh. There's so many people in this cast.
Yeah.
Like they come for like max 20 minutes and then they leave. His character was very subtle. Like throughout the film, you didn't know if he was bad or good.
Yeah.
Right? Like he would be talking to Aravind Sami, and you're like, okay, so he's gonna support him. One of the weirdest things that the moment that I was like, wait, what's happening in this movie was when in the end of it, he says like this was his mission. And I was like, so, but like you were friends with them since you were a kid, so were you on this mission all your life? Okay, 96.
96 has Vijay Sethupathi and Trisha, and it's directed by someone called Sri Prem Kumar, and the music is by Govind Vasantha. And what did you think of this movie?
I loved it. It was a romantic film. It was very realistic. Not like I don't know about the story, but like the way that it was shot, it was kind of like
Yeah. So this is most like artistic kind of movie.
yeah. It was about two high school sweethearts, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just about Trisha though. It was
Yeah.
both of them, and there was these young actors too, and I think they did an incredible
They,
job as
yeah.
well. What else is there? I think this movie got a lot of praise all over it. Yeah, Trisha won like everything, and then
And
they
then the
did a
music,
remake.
yeah, as well.
Oh yeah, that too. That too. And Chimai.
Mhm.
What else is there?
But this was one of Vijay Sethupath's different kind of movies as well compared to his other ones. The other ones, it would be like a romantic comedy, but it wasn't like a romantic drama film like how they describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a whole different thing that he tried to do, and I think he did a great job at it. It's just kind of like a subtle movie that you didn't think much of, and it just came out and it took everybody, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else is there? I think it was, yeah, it was an easy, chill movie to watch. It's not too crazy like Chuck. Think of it this way: he did Chakka Chivandavanam, which was like major
Yeah.
action, Mani
Yeah.
Ratnam film, and then he goes to doing 96, where I'm not really
Same
sure if
year.
I've seen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen this director. It was a very like unknown film. It just came out and it took everything. Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, 96 was the year their like, school year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then they did a reunion and then they meet and that's they start kind of talking about their past, or is do they already talk about the past and then they see each other?
I think so. I think when he visits his hometown.
Oh, then it
Yeah,
comes
I
to
think he
flashback.
starts. Yeah, I think he starts having flashbacks then.
Okay. Yeah, and you also saw there's a very old actor who comes in this movie. You don't see him anymore. His name was Janak Raja. He
Okay.
used to be he was a school watchman, and he used
Oh
to be
yeah, I
like in
remember.
all
Yeah.
of Kamal and Rajni films, and then chill for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next we have
Super Deluxe. Another movie that I wasn't expecting from him, like his character.
yeah. No, I don't think anybody was expecting this. There was a lot of promos though, so I guess you
Yeah.
kind of got hints.
Yeah, but I mean, while you were watching maybe 2 years before when you were watching Sethupathi or whatever, you wouldn't
Right.
have thought he's gonna do a movie like this.
Yeah, for sure. No, he did it for free too. He was like,
Uh,
"I'll just act it in.
mm. This was
Just do it,
directed
dude."
by Tyagarajan Kumara Raja. Yeah. And the
Okay.
music was by Ewan. I mean, the movie was different compared to like other movies that came out.
I don't think
But
I've ever seen a movie like this in the Tamil industry ever. Like,
Yeah.
period.
Okay, that's
After
true.
after a point in this movie, you were just like, what is happening? I feel
Like
like,
aliens came.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, what? How did they get to aliens from all of this?
I think I think there are people out there who actually understood this film and they connected the dots. It's just we're not connecting the alien with anything.
Yeah.
So it's for us, it's like we're
It's a
talking about
really
this
yeah.
movie
It's a
because
really
Vijay
yeah.
Sethupathi did good in
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
We can't explain this movie any more than the time you watched it and you didn't get it either. So yeah, it was a 2019 movie. This movie got a lot of praise. I think it got the little kid that acted with Vijay Sethupathi
Yeah.
got like one of the greatest performances of the decade or something, and he did do really good.
Yeah. It's like super innocent and
Yeah, and that was the only cast member that Vijay. No, actually, he had to also act with the girl as well, right? The
yeah, who
mom.
can't yeah.
So yeah, so basically, is he a transgender woman?
Yeah, so he got married and had kids and had a kid and then he left and then comes
Yeah.
back and he's yeah. So I think the reason he left was because
He couldn't like explain himself. So yeah,
yeah,
he's a transgender woman who comes back and he visits his kid for his birthday, I think.
yeah,
And the whole story is around. So the entire movie is made out of 4 stories, I think. And
yeah,
this is just one section of the
yeah,
story. So he's not like he's a lead role where he's on the camera the entire time. He is a lead role, but it's just he has his own separate story.
yeah.
So yeah, I think he did a good job playing a transgender woman. Like, and yeah, I think like whether it comes like the posture and the way he spoke, everything was very convincing. And this was something he's never done. So like '96, we thought it was something totally different in his
Yeah.
films, and this was something else that he did as well.
Yeah, this is
So
like completely something else, the movie as
yeah,
well. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, I also felt like this movie got like super hype because of the director. Like everybody
Yeah,
loves
he
this
the
guy.
movie he did before was very good too.
Yeah, so then it was kind of like people were already expecting it to be great, and then when it came out with this, everyone was just like shook. I watched,
Aranjakandam.
yeah, I watched that a couple of days or weeks before this, just so that I can understand the praise. That movie was dark as well, but yeah, this was totally different from that one. I found no similarities. But yeah, so anything else you want to say about Vijay Sethupathiy's acting in this movie?
No, I think it was I think he's really exploring like different ways he can act, different character roles he can do. So towards the beginning of his career, I think he did a bunch of movies that seemed kind of similar to each other. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah, like
It's
funny
not,
guy, chill
yeah.
guy.
And he's
Oh,
trying different types, and he's doing really well as well when he actually does these roles.
yeah. That too. Like he's genuinely really good at these things. And for someone who's like trying it out for the first time, trying to learn, try to be a better actor, he's doing really good.
So we do have some other movies that quite didn't make onto our favorites, but still are movies we would recommend for you guys to watch it.
Oh, Nadavil Konjam Pakatakanam.
Yep.
This was actually my first ever film that I've watched of Vijay Sethupathi. It was, I don't think it was like, even though the movie is kind of serious considering that it's based on a real story,
Yeah.
it wasn't serious at all. If this happened in real life to someone else, like they probably never thought it was funny, right?
And then another one was Sue the Covum, which we talked about in our favorite comedies.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
that's
and also,
yeah,
Idikatani Asif Valakula. We have
yeah,
to talk about that. We
yeah,
watch that
that
all
one.
the time.
Yeah, all of Vijay Sethupathiy's parts were hilarious. He did a great job.
Yeah, 3 storylines
Yeah,
going on. The other two are kind of serious. His is kind of funny. His is really funny.
I mean, it's funny. Like, to even at the end, it's funny as well.
Have you ever watched Paniyaram and Padminiam?
No, but
Oh,
I did get it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a 2014 movie. It's with Vijay Sethupathi, Jay Prakash, and Aishwarya Rajesh.
yeah,
It's like a small village movie, and it's about like this old man who really likes his vintage car.
yeah.
It sounds kind of weird to explain, but it's actually really good. It's a very soft
Okay,
type of movie. You should really watch it. It's old
okay,
fashioned though. It's old fashioned, touchy, good though.
okay.
Kadal and Kadindapogam?
Yeah, that was so it's the same director as Sudhakavam, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And it was okay. I didn't think it was as funny as Sudhakavam, but it did have
Yeah.
its parts. It was funny
Because
and parts were good, yeah. Yeah.
it was more focused on Madonna. So the girl
Yeah, true.
is the girl's played by Madonna Sebastian, and it was more focused on her and how Vijay Sethupathi helps her. So
Yeah.
his like he did make jokes and stuff, but like it wasn't like the other type of funny. It was kind of it was just there.
Yeah, that's true. So we would mention Nanam Rowdydan, and that one has Nandara in it too, and RJ Balaji as well, and together they like Parthipan as well, and it has really funny parts to it too, and yeah.
It's a Vignesh Shivan movie. Everybody talked about it, and especially the songs helped this movie a lot.
Yeah, Anirudh.
Oh, and Danish produced it. How did
Yeah,
we not mention that?
yeah. It's a good movie to watch. Another Karthik Subbaraj movie he did after Pizza was Iravi, and it had a bunch of other big roles as well, such as S.J. Surya and Bobby Simha, and that was a good movie to watch as well. A, it's a different kind of um, Karthik Subbaraj movie. There's not
Yeah,
like Pizza or Perta, but it's more about women, I guess. It has the women have main roles too in a way.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it was he did his role well. I think.
It was a different movie for, I think, the entire
Oh
cast.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like, you don't see Vijay Sethupathi playing. He did not. I don't remember him being funny in this movie at all. And he was a very like get his work done type of person.
Yeah.
You don't see Karthik Subbaraj making movies like this anymore. But the story, the moral of the story is great. It just kind of like is exaggerated. But the
Okay.
total opposite of AAV would be Pitta.
Yeah. Full
Super
on, kind of full.
commercial.
Yeah. With Rajini in it.
I don't wait. How long did it take for him to come in the movie? Like 30 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, I think so. So when did they start? He comes in when they start doing the video thing, right, for Valentine's Day or something, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he goes beats yeah.
So that's probably we'll give it an hour, 30, 45 minutes. We'll be nice. We'll give it 45 minutes.
He didn't have a lots of screen time compared to because it was a Rajini movie,
Yeah.
but he did have a kind of strong character. It's just that it gets kind of weak towards the end.
That's such a nice way to put that. He just straight up is dumbfounded. Rajini makes him a joke at the end,
Yeah.
but it's all worth it because it's a Rajini film. Yeah, it kind of took him forever to actually start playing his character,
Yeah.
but we can't complain. It's a Rajini movie. Like,
Yeah.
you're lucky. By the end of the movie, you were kind of like convinced that he was sad of what Rajini did to him.
Yeah,
Like,
because he goes from thinking, "Oh, this guy's my dad now. I'll just kill my old dad," and then he's like, "Oh shoot, I don't have a dad anymore."
no, it's different. Like if at the end of it, he's like, "Oh, I don't have a dad anymore." But if you see Rajini dancing in front of you
Yeah,
and
that makes
making a
sense.
joke, like then it's gonna hurt a lot more.
And if it was the Vijay Sethupathi that was at the beginning of the movie, he would have beat up Rajinikanth by
Yeah. So I guess in a sense he had character development. He
yeah,
became a nicer person by being dumb.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's fine. It was worth it for his career,
Yep,
I think.
definitely.
And then, he's out here doing Vijay movies now.
Yeah.
So do you think he'll probably have the same experience?
From Master, I want it to be like Vikram Vedha, as in it's not fully focused on Vijay in this movie. I want it to be focused
Right.
on both of them as well because he's a really good actor as well. I mean, the chances aren't like really high because this is Vijay,
Yeah.
but
That
if
would
they
be
do,
good
yeah,
though.
yep,
That
exactly.
would be so good. I didn't think of it like that. I was just thinking it's gonna be another payday where he gets to become a joke by the end.
Yeah, I
Or
hope
I
so.
thought, or I was like even considering like it would be like a Prakash Raj type of thing where he's a super villain, and Vijay gets to be Vijay. That's what I was thinking. But if
Yeah,
it ends up being like
yeah, but because this is Lokish,
Lokish,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I think I want it to be different, but like not
Okay.
typical. Well, even he's saying it's not a typical Vijay movie, but then when they were
Okay.
like, "What's a typical Vijay movie?" He didn't want to say it.
Oh no, oh no. But yeah, hopefully it's not like that. Cause yeah, but I don't trying to think of a movie where there was like equal. It doesn't have to be like Vikram Vedha. It could just be like
Yeah, yeah, but
equal
like,
time on the screen.
yeah, yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
But
You
yeah,
know,
this
it's
is
been
a really
delayed.
good. Yeah, this is a really big movie that we're looking forward to from Vijay Sethupathi. Any other movies from Vijay Sethupathi that you're looking forward to? I think kind of excited for Mahamanidan because it
Hmm.
has Yuvan Shankar Raja producing it, and
Oh wow.
I think the music might turn out to be good. But yeah, this might be a different movie. I don't think it'll be super deluxe different, but
Yes.
the next week we're going to talk about one of the movies you mentioned today, which was Nanum Rowdydan, that has Vijay Sethupathi, Nayantara, and RJ Balaji. And the music is by Anirudh and directed by Vignesh Shivan, and the producer is Dhanush. And we'll talk about what we liked about the movie and any parts that we were like, what. So tweet us and new episode every Monday.